Hey guys, it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube, and today I'm really excited. I'm going to be doing a tutorial of the makeup that I'm going to be wearing to the cookout / crawfish broil that I'm going to tomorrow. So my plan is to do a look using LSU colors because the people who invited me are huge LSU fans. They're from Louisiana. So that would entail purple, gold, and I can incorporate black and a little bit of white if I want to as well. And then also I'm going to do foolproof face makeup for when you're going to be at a cookout all day and what you should and shouldn't do in terms of, in my opinion, in terms of making your makeup last all day, protecting yourself from the sun, and all kinds of stuff like that. So let's get started. So for this look, we're going to be using the Violet Voss hashtag palette. I figured this would be good because it has golds in it and it has purples in it. And we might pull from another palette as well, but hopefully we won't have to. So that's the palette we're going to be using today. So for most of my makeup looks, I tend to use like a emollient eyeshadow base. For the look that I'm going to be doing today, I'm actually going to be going in with concealer for my base instead, because the emollient base, when it comes in contact with the heat, in my opinion, or at least on me, tends to break down a little bit. So whereas it's good when I'm going to be indoors, it's not necessarily the best when I'm going to be outdoors. So I'm just going to take that concealer and blend it in. This is the Makeup Revolution concealer that I normally use under my eyes. And we're going to use that as our base. And I already put on my moisturizer, which is the Glam Glow Luminizing Moisturizer that I always use. And if I'm going to be outside all day, chances are I'm going to put on my moisturizer a little bit earlier than I normally would, just to give it that much more time to sink into my skin and make sure that my skin isn't going to be particularly dewy or oily. And then I'm going to go in with my Milk Makeup Blur Stick. I'm going to put some on now, and then I might put on a little bit more later. I haven't decided yet. We'll see how this holds up. So I basically put it in my T-zone, and then when I pat it in, I'll bring a little bit of it to the outer perimeters of my face, but the T-zone is what I'm mainly concerned about. So that is in terms of getting oily. So that's where I'm starting. And I've already done my eyebrows with my e.l.f. pencil. Big shocker, right? Okay, so we're going to go into our Violet Voss palette. And first I'm going to take my Wet n Wild flat shader brush. And I think I'm going to go into the shade Truth, which is, no, actually I'm going to start with Fresh, which is this very neutral shade up here. And I'm just going to take that, there's my mirror, and I'm going to put that under the brow bone, just to kind of make it so that when I blend all those other colors in, they blend a little bit better. I don't normally do this when I'm using a white eyeshadow base, but when I'm using a concealer, that's when I tend to lay down that blender shade. I'm so excited, you guys, for tomorrow. Okay, now I'm going to go into that color Truth, which is that bright gold here. And I'm going to just pick that up on this flat shader brush. And I'm going to put that all in the inner corner and the lid. That's really pretty. I could honestly wear whatever makeup look I want for tomorrow, but I just thought it would be fun because I don't have any LSU shirts or anything like that. So I thought, well, I express myself through makeup, so why not go wearing LSU colors? And so that is why I'm doing the look for you guys today, just to show you what I'm going to be wearing, and also I'll show you what foundation I tend to use when I'm going to be going out and being out in the sun all day, because it's going to be about between 75 and 80 degrees tomorrow, I think. And there's going to be like a tent. Usually there's a tent where you can get out of the sun for a little bit, but you're still going to spend a lot of time in the sun when you go to a cookout. And I don't know about you, but I burn like crazy. Okay, so now I'm just going to go straight into the color Life right over here. It is a bright, vibrant violet purple. And this is my Morphe F17. And then I'll decide if I need something brighter or darker in terms of the purple, because LSU does have a bright, bright purple for their color. I'm just going to place that color initially. And then we're going to go into a bigger blending brush. And I am going to be really messy on the outer corners. You guys know that I like to either use the tape method or I wipe it away with a makeup wipe. So usually I drag it out further than I need to in order to do that. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I think this is the first video where I don't sound like I have a frog in my throat or something up my nose. Like, I feel like I can finally breathe through my nose. I'm so excited. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my Morphe M505. This is a very big, tapered, fluffy blending brush. Sorry, I didn't know, like a dog hair. Okay, and I'm going to take that same shade Life, and I'm just going to blend it out. And bring it up a little bit. Really intensify the color. And blend it into that first fresh shade that we used on the brow bone. And see how the edges are a little bit more blended when you put on a brow bone shade first. Okay, do the other eye. I think I am going to go into I didn't get the dog hair. I'm going to go into a darker purple as well. I have a few videos coming up that I'm so excited about. One is using another palette from by Trading Mecca, which I'm so excited about, you guys. So excited. I have some surprises too. And then I'm also going to be doing a tutorial using the new Baby Girl stack from Melt Cosmetics, which I'm really excited about as well. Speaking of Melt Cosmetics, I'm going to be going in with the shade Promiscuous. This is from the Lovesick stack. I think I own all of their stacks. Nope, there's one I don't own. I don't own She's in Parties. And this is like just a really kind of deep but still bright purple. And I'm going to go in with that over top of that. It's like on cue. You can hear my chihuahua snoring, right? Do you hear that? It's crazy. Yeah, I think that made a huge difference. And this will look so much better once we clean up all that fallout. I'm just going back over it with Life again because I want it to be really intense. And I feel like the color Life is a little bit more bright. I'm just trying to see, maybe I'm going to put a little bit of this color ILY, which I assume stands for I love you. And it's a black, and I'm just going to deepen up the outer V just a little bit. I love black eyeshadow to deepen up the outer part. Okay, I like that better. So now we're going to go in with my makeup wipes that I already got out. I'm just going to clean up that fallout. I decided to put my hair in pigtails, which tomorrow I'm either going to wear pigtails or space buns, probably. I would curl my hair, but I think by the halfway point my hair would be like... I have pretty fine hair, and when it's not humid outside I can make it much thicker, but I think the weather tomorrow is not going to be my friend when it comes to my hair. So, alrighty, so we've got the upper part done, and now we're going to go into foundation. So, it is really important to have some kind of physical sunscreen on. My moisturizers usually have sunscreen in them. There is a, you can get physical sunscreens by lots of different companies. Drunk Elephant has one, Tatcha has one, Murad has one. There's so many companies that have them. But it's also a good idea to have a sunscreen in your foundation. So these two are both by IT Cosmetics. I don't know how I feel about the brand as a whole because I think they need to really work on their shades. These are both light, and this is usually too dark for me. So, and then their darker shades are just a joke. So, I'm going to go in with the Your Skin But Better CC Cream. I actually got these as a gift, but I do like the coverage. I like the smell. It smells like sunscreen, and it has SPF 50 in it. And then I'm going to mix it with some of my Fenty, which will make it a little bit more matte. But the foundation by itself, before I put that Fenty in there, is way too dark for my skin tone. And I think they have one called Fair, but it's like they have, maybe they don't, I don't know. I think they have Fair, Light, Medium, Deep and Dark, or something, or Dark and Deep, something. See how that's still oxidized. I'll take a little bit more of the Fenty, but once I blend it out I think it'll be okay. But their shade range is an absolute joke. The product, however, I like. I don't use a whole lot by IT Cosmetics, to be honest, but this is one product that I do like by them. So I'm going to go in. I need to bring that down my neck. This might be one of those, I think this is one of those foundations I'm going to have to use my white foundation mixer with occasionally because I'm extra pale at the moment. So, and even though I would like to get some color, getting a sunburn is not the way I want to do it. So that is why I'm wearing this foundation, to hopefully give me some type of protection. And I will probably put on a physical sunscreen or a moisturizer with a sunscreen in it first tomorrow as well. I have a Murad sunscreen moisturizer, or maybe it's like a tinted moisturizer, and I really like that. That's really good. But yeah, when I go to cookouts, most of the time I wear my hair up, unless the weather's going to be cooler. I'll just have to see how it is tomorrow. If it's cooler, I'll curl my hair. But if not, space buns or pigtails it is. Okay, now that and you really want to push that into the skin because you want that to stay all day. Then I'm going to go in with the Peach Perfect mattifying loose powder. I haven't gotten the Hourglass one yet, but that is on my list of things to do this weekend because I really want to try that. The packaging is stunning, and I've heard that the product is amazing. So I want to give it a shot. Oh, concealer. What am I thinking? So I'm going to go in with that Makeup Revolution concealer. I almost skipped concealer, y'all. My friend in Canada made fun of me for saying y'all. They're like, that's so cute. I was like, I don't know, I say it all the time. Okay, and I'm going to just add a little bit of the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I'm mainly doing that because it's a little bit more hydrating than the Makeup Revolution one. And I feel like lately my under eyes have been a little bit more dry. Okay, so that's awesome. That was a mistake. I just created a paste on my face because I forgot that I had already put setting powder on the tip of that. So let me fix that really quick. Okay. I still had some extra foundation on the back of my hand. Much better. Okay. Let's try that again. So I'll use this side first to blend out any concealer because this side doesn't have that powder. It's literally like the powder and the concealer were making a paste. Have you seen that Friends episode where Ross is in the bathroom and he wears those leather pants and then he can't get them back on once he's gone to the bathroom? And he calls Joey and he tells him to put on lotion, and then somebody else says use baby powder, and then he's like, they're making a paste. That was the situation on my face just now. Okay, now we're going to go in with the setting powder. Again, that's the Peach Perfect setting powder. I'm going to put it under the eyes, across the nose, and I'm going to be using a second powder today as well. The chin. You really want to set. Even if you're not normally a person who sets their foundation, I recommend, if you're going to be out in the sun all day, setting everything. That's the way I do it personally. Get on the hairline. Normally I don't even set the outer parameters of my face this much, but I just know myself. And tomorrow, what I'm going to do, what I'd like to do, is recreate this look, like I said. And then I'm going to take pictures at the end, the beginning and the end, and I'm going to put them on my Instagram. So if you look for that, then you can see how this held up. And I'll show you what it looked like when I walked into the crawfish broil. I'm just taking what I have left in the cap and buffing it into my face and dusting off any excess. And then you guys can see, and getting it all over my shirt, how well it held up throughout the day, okay? That's what I'll do. I'm going to do this exact step-by-step procedure. And then I'll take before and after pictures so you guys can see exactly how well it held up. Then I'm going to take the Too Faced, and this is up to you. This is just an extra step I like to do. This is the Primed and Poreless Pressed Powder. Looks like that. Mine is a little bit hard panned, but I'm just going to push this into the skin. This will give a really smooth look to the pores and the skin, and it'll be an extra layer of barrier for keeping the humidity away from my face. Okay. Perfect. Now we're going to do the lower lash line. I'm going to use the NYX eyeliner. It is a retractable eyeliner in the color purple or violet. Looks like this. And I'm just going to put that in my waterline. I almost said on both sides, like I would just do it on, okay, and it just broke. That's just great. Like I would just do it on one side. I have two of these liners. They're fine. I'm very particular about my NYX liners apparently, because I like their Vivid Bright liquid liners. And I like their, I don't like the felt tip one. And then I like their faux whites and their faux black, like pencil liners. But these I'm just not sold on yet. I don't know. So then I'm going to go back into the hashtag palette. Actually, no. I'm going to stick with Promiscuous from the Melt Cosmetics stack, and I'm just going to use that. Just looking at my skin. Yeah, I like that. This particular shadow kind of has like a little bit of a purple sheen, like an iridescence to the purple that I really like. I can't wait to do a look with the Baby Girl stack, even though it is more neutral than what I'm used to. But oh my goodness, those shades are stunning. And I'm so excited to share my surprise with you guys. You have no idea. Okay, I'm going to take that liner one more time, because I feel like I got eyeshadow in my waterline, and liner is sometimes the best way to get that out. Okay. I really like the way that turned out. Nice. Okay. I haven't decided what I'm putting in the inner corner as my highlight just yet. So let me see in the Violet Voss hashtag palette if they have like a really light. No. No, they don't have a shade that I want to use. So we're going to go in with my contour book from Lunatic Lab Cosmetics. I've shown you guys this before, but this is what it looks like. And I'm going to go into probably this shade and that shade, maybe a little bit of that shade, and just contour it a little bit. And I'm going to use my Morphe E8 brush. And actually I'm going to dip into that little blushy shade as well, because it's kind of a little bit on the red side, which will give you like a natural kind of bronzy contoured look, because when you're in the sun and you are bronzed, or you get color, tends to be, for my skin tone, more on the reddish side. I just love these shades. Like, they're so stunning. Like, they're very pigmented, but they're like the exact right tone, in my opinion. I don't know. I really like them. I'm just going around the perimeter of my face. And then I'll use a bigger brush to blend that out. I go in with my face brush from Real Techniques. And just kind of blend that out. Oh, these baby hairs, you guys. Driving me nuts. I'm also going to be touching up the roots of my hair tonight, probably. I've had some, it's grown out a little bit. My hair naturally is like a auburny brown, like a reddish brown. And I always get foundation in my hairline. It drives me nuts. Especially when I wear my hair up. For some reason, I get more than if I wear my hair down. Okay. Now that I feel like I have some color to my face, I'm going to go in with my Morphe M530, which is my favorite blush brush. And I'm going to use the NYX Ombre Blush in Sweet Spring. Now, I love these blushes. I think they wear beautifully. I think they're pigmented. I think they're gorgeous shades. I will tell you, though, that the ombre is an overspray. So it does go away, which made me really sad when that started to happen. Like, this one has already faded a lot. This one is another one I own called Code Breaker. So it's like pink to purple. So eventually that purple part will go away, which is disappointing. But what can you do? I think this one I'm actually going to hit pan on fairly soon, which is nuts, because the only blush that I've ever hit pan on, I still have it. And it's from the MAC Disney Villains collection. And I've sanitized that thing over and over again, because I'm determined to use it up. It's the Briar Rose blush. I love that blush. Okay, now we're going to go in with our Morphe M510 highlighter brush. And I'm going to go into two different things, possibly three different things. I know that I want to use the Aurora Glow Kit from Anastasia. I just bought a second one. If you guys want it, I believe it's being discontinued because it's on clearance at Sephora.com. And then I might go in with a little bit of Jeffree Star's Crystal Ball on top of that, because it's like a white with like a pinkish sheen. So we'll see. Spray my face using the MAC Prep and Prime coconut spray. I really like my face to be slightly wet before I put on highlighter, so that kind of intensifies it. It's a good way, in my opinion, to get your highlighter to be really intense without having to cause your palette, like your highlighter palette, to be hard panned, because if you spray, you know, a brush and then go into it, I don't know, I don't like it. So I am using the shade Eclipse and Luna, which this is Eclipse, this is Luna. I'm using mostly Eclipse, which is like a peachy gold. Like that. For some reason my highlighter shows better on this side than this one. I love this highlighter palette. I know a lot of people like the Anastasia Moonchild Glow Kit. And I like that one too. I actually have that one right here. But I love the Aurora one. And I wish they weren't getting rid of it. I hope it's because they're going to come out with something better. I don't know what could be better but from them, but I have almost every single glow kit from them, and I would definitely say this is my favorite. Since I'm going to be out in the sun, and who are we kidding, every day, I want to glow. So that is why I want to make sure that I put on, a decent amount of highlighter. I'm just going to do a little bit of Crystal Ball on top. Powdery. Okay. I've got a lot of powder going on, so we're definitely going to have to set that. And then I'm just going to go back in with my blush, kind of meld the two together. Okay. Actually, just going to take a little bit of the blush from in here. Just checking my bigger mirror. And then I'm going to take the Australis Makeup Finishing Spritz, which I'm almost out of. My cousin Jess, hi Jess, gave this to me. She sent it to me from Australia. I love it. I like the smell of it. I like the finish of it. This is the regular one. They also have a matte one, which she also sent me. So that was so nice of her. And then I'm going in with a little bit of my mattifying peach setting mist. We'll probably do a second coating of this. Not gonna lie. Okay, and then what do we need next? Mascara, I guess, right? Let me let my lashes dry a little bit more. Okay. And you guys know the drill. The Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara is where it's at, in my opinion. I saw a new Revlon mascara today when I was at the pharmacy, when I was at Walgreens. And it's by Revlon, like I said, and it's like in a pink tube. I don't know, it's like a voluminous something or other. I need to check it out. I haven't used a Revlon mascara in years, I think. If you guys know anything about it, let me know down below. Why do I always get... That is the one complaint that I have, is that I always get mascara on my lower, like under my eyes, when I do my upper. I don't know how that happens. I'm ridiculous. That's how it happens. We'll let it dry and then it'll flake off easier. Okay. Let's just get that to dry. Now we need to choose a lip color. Get the foundation off of my lips. Usually, if I'm going to be out all day, and I know that I'm going to be outdoors, and I'm going to be eating a lot of stuff, and I'm not going to really want to touch up. Either I will go in with just a nude gloss or something just really flattering and easy to reapply, something that's going to fade very flatteringly or generously. That's what I'm looking for. Fade generously. Fade. Oh, what is the word I'm looking for? Yeah, I guess fade generously. No, I feel like that's not the word, but we'll come up with it. This is NARS, and this is in New Lover. It is a velvet gloss lip pencil, and it's kind of like a strawberry pinkish shade. And it's really pretty. It's like a pink reddish base nude, I would say. It's a very neutral. It's a little bit more pigmented. It's like your lips but better shade, I would say. Now we're gonna get that mascara off under my eye. Maybe. If somebody could invent a thing that can get rid of mascara under the eyes, that would be awesome. I feel like it's never the same once you get it under there. I think I got it. Yeah, I think I got most of it anyhow. Alrighty, there we go. One more spritz of the setting spray. I think we're good to go. Graciously. Fades graciously. Because if this were to come off my lips, nobody would notice. You know what I mean? My lips are very pigmented on their own, and if this were to come off, like, it would just be my lip color underneath. And then I could just reapply, and I wouldn't have to worry about, you know, doing a lip scrub or cleaning my lips off or whatever, you know. You could also do any liquid lipstick, anything that you like, but I prefer to do something very plain, very neutral, and something that graciously fades when I'm eating so that I don't have to worry about reapplying if I don't want to, and if I do want to reapply, it's not going to be a big deal. So this is the look that I'm doing for tomorrow's barbecue. Like I said, or crawfish broil, sorry. And like I said, what I'm going to do is tomorrow when I do the look, I will take pictures when I first get started, when I get there, right after I finish putting on the makeup. And then after, at the end of the day, I'll take another picture and show you guys how well it stayed on. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed getting ready with me and me showing you what I'll be wearing tomorrow for the crawfish broil. And you guys don't forget to follow me on Instagram at pinksweets with a 1 instead of an I. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, comment down below anything that you'd like to see on my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I really appreciate all your support. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye guys.